Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We are off to find Detective Gumshoe to show him the resignation letter that Edgeworth has penned. However, we've been interrupted by Angel, who has got yet more lunches to show us, so here we go. Would either of you care for a £1/4 of roast beef? Miss Starr? I guess she's out of lunches. No, she's holding it right there. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Jesus Christ, I mean, what? Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence. ... Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. Yeah, so she says she saw that, but whether or not... I've got a feeling that Goodman was already dead there, and she was just stabbing like the already dead Goodman, maybe? No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savoured when eaten. Okay. Miss Starr's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Yeah, it does. So they obviously really fell out over everything that happened. Alright, let's talk. Dark Investigation. Joe Dark, that's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half... trailed him or tailed him? Should be tailed him, right? We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. Okay, after the case was closed. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. What does that mean? After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing is quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used. Legendary duo. Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. See, I wonder if that's because he was, like, getting hold of the evidence and then stashing it somewhere. Sort of like this thing where he gave Edgeworth that screwdriver. Like, it's sort of, hold on to this, and then he's got it to hand to, like, pull out of the bag whenever he needs it. Incredible evidence. You mean... Oh yes, there were rumours about him even back then. No one dared confront him though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? ... Okay, being used. Let's ask about this. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief? That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Alright, well, thank you for that. I mean, we could maybe show her some stuff, but that kind of sounded quite like an end point. I don't know. Let's just maybe show her this picture. I just want to get a view on this. I don't have anything else to tell you. Miss Starr, the only thing I can give you now is a poppy seed rice set. We'll talk about cheap. Eat this and maybe you'll be able to tell black from white in court tomorrow. Alright, well, she's not going to be any more help to us, so off we go to the police department, I think. And then inside to criminal affairs. February the 24th, police station, criminal affairs department. I think this is episode 92 of this series, which is insane actually, isn't it? I wonder if we're going to get to 100 episodes before the game ends. It's going to be quite close, given that the case is normally only going for 4 days max for the trial. I would think we might finish before 100, but who knows? Maybe it'll be like episode 100 will be the finale. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Oh, you're back. You still here? I've got to make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. ... Oh, that DJ! I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Okay, yeah, it's going to be showing this thing, because his buddy Edgeworth's going. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? ... No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they've pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective! ... That's it. I've made up my mind. But... Here, take my ID card. We can't do that if someone found out. They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective, thank you. Gumshoe's ID, excellent. Brilliant, which means we can now go to Gant's office. But first, I actually want to see if we can read... Oh, no. Ah! He's taken the letter. I wanted to read it. Alright, well, let's look at his ID. Can we like, view the details on it? Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he? Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face. Look, his eyes are half shut. Yeah, and his mouth is half open. No, it's not. That's just not true. I'm looking at that. No, neither of those things are true. Hey, each of his shirt buttons is off a notch. And he's got the narrow end of his tie in front. I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue. I mean, yeah, but none of those things are actually true. They put a picture on that doesn't match any of that. That's quite funny. I mean, I don't care, but it's just quite funny. Alright, let's do some snooping. I feel like this could be the turning point in the trial. I think we're going to find something big in here. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Alright. We're in. We are in. We're in! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. Oh, he's here, okay. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Eek! Ah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. A ghost? I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. She slapped him? Oh my god! Ah, Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? Okay, you didn't... But I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card. Well, I guess he's not using that ever again. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now, come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Star Wars reference! Okay, let's have a look around. So, I think this... So this is where the vase was. Or the jar. No, it's the plate and the thing. So this photo is taken right here where this safe is now. The safe's going to be important. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armour and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armour. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. Good luck in jail then. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armour as we speak. Yeah, I doubt that, buddy. But it wouldn't surprise me if he'd bugged the room. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. That's quite funny. Alright, nice fancy phone. Wow! Look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two! Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name! Huh? The SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what... No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long? That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-sized list of evidence. The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. So that matches with what Edgeworth was saying then. What would the other half of the list be doing here? Oh, it's the other half. I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case! It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Right, hang on. I want to have a look at this evidence list. Can we look at it? We can, but can we actually see anything on it? Apparently not. Maybe we can like rotate it? Oh! Hang on. Right. I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. This must have been the Joe Dark killing Neil Marshall sketch. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. Okay, that's going to be important then, isn't it? Fine. I wonder why we won't tell Emma about it. It's kind of weird. Anything else on the desk? Okay, no. So we just... A list of evidence from the SO9 incident. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? We better look at a little more into this list. Alright, so I wonder if we can go back to Edgeworth and get the other half of the list then. This is interesting. This is a safe, isn't it? You don't say, Nick. Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered into this panel to open it. Okay. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. This is going to be the 7s. This is going to be the 7 sevens thing, and it's going to prove the link to him on the record. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's... No. We don't want to try. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. So... Input the code. Yes! Okay, that's the link we needed. His save code is the same as his ID. What an idiot, though. Putting your ID number as your save code. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 77777. However many it is. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777777777? That ID number? I think you're 1-7 shy this time. Am I being like gumshoe and saying the 7s like that? I suddenly don't want to say it that way anymore. This can only mean one thing. That Chief Gant's. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Yep. Say, anyone care to look inside? Yeah, I think so. I think we should do that. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a Oh, it's the bit of the thing. Okay, a shard from a broken cup. No. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. Oh. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth with a handprint on it. Now, if you gathered like a handprint on some leather, would it leave some sort of like trace or something like that would allow you to then use it as a fingerprint to open the locker? I don't know if it would, but that's what I'm thinking straight away. I could be wrong. But maybe he took Goodman's handprint or something? This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? No. I know what that's going to be. That's going to be part of Neil Marshall's clothing. Because like the leather, the whole cowboy look thing. Let's have a look at the photo. I think that's going to be part of that leather waistcoat, and it's got Gant's handprint on it, which is going to place him at the murder scene having touched Neil Marshall. So if we look at, for example, the back of this thing again, if this is like indeed an image of the actual murder taking place, how do I like rotate this down? What you can see here, this is the murder weapon, which I'm theorising is the halberd from the trophy. There's a hand here on what looks to be Neil Marshall's shoulder. So I think he put his hand on his shoulder on the waistcoat, stabbed, and then realised his handprint was on the leather, so he took the leather off so that he couldn't be placed there as having touched the victim. That's what I think. Whether it will be the case, I don't know, but I tell you what, we will leave it there and continue on in the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, Paul James, Zolties, and Adventure Game Geek, and I'll see you next time.